Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Dreamer 1 here on YouTube. It's a Saturday morning and I thought we'd try a little something different today. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen. This afternoon we are going to a Kentucky Derby party and everybody has to bring something or is asked to bring something hors d'oeuvre wise or plate wise to share. And so I'm going to be making an hors d'oeuvre for that. And I'm also going to be making dessert for tomorrow's dinner here. So I thought I'd take you along and show you the process. And the first thing I'm going to do is the dessert. Now, most of you should probably be coming into springtime, summertime now, and it's always nice to have something that is so easy to whip up. It can be utilized in the summertime as cool and refreshing. And so I thought I'd try a little series over the next month, maybe once a week, on some easy summer desserts and some easy hors d'oeuvres for when company drops by. So I'm going to bring you down to the table here and we're going to get started on tomorrow's dessert. And it's called Jello ice cream pie. Can you say creamsicle? So I'll be right back. Let me move the camera down. Okay, here we are back again. Now we're going to work on the appetizer, and I'm kind of in a tight spot here, so we will see what we can do here. I've just started a little of it so it wouldn't take us too long, and I'll probably not do the whole thing on camera. But I wanted to share with you the ingredients that you need. You need cans of Grand's Junior biscuits. And you want to make sure you get the Junior, because otherwise it's too much dough, okay? My store did not have the long tube. It called for a tube of 8. They only had the little ones, so I bought 5 cans of the little ones. I open them up, and then as I have here, I've got a couple of cans, and then I am dividing them in half, each one. And they come in half pretty easily. As I said that, the last one did not, but that's all right. You don't want to do too many at a time because they get too soft, and then they're hard to maneuver. I also have a bag of Italian meatballs. They're already fully cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. And I have a package of string cheese, okay? Okay, let me get the rest of these in half. So I figured I'd be able to make 50 because I have 5 cans, 10 of 5 each, and I'm going to divide them in half. If you use the bigger biscuits, you can see you just have too much dough, and it's you want to be able to get to your filling. Okay, let me grab another cutting board. I'll have a little more work room here. And I'm going to take these one at a time. And I get you in the frame. No, you're not in the frame. There we go. Now you can see a little better, I think. Let me see if I can tilt you down just a little more. There. Okay, so I have a half of one of my biscuits, and I'm just going to stretch it out so it's like 3 inches. Okay, now my meatballs, the little Italian meatballs, I've cut them in half, and I'm going to put the flat side up, and on that flat side I'm going to put a little piece of that cheese. I'm cutting my cheese sticks into little cubes, and now I'm just going to bring up the corners and make a little pouch, and there you go. And I'm putting them in, this is a 9-inch cake pan. Now I have sprayed this cake pan with a little canola oil spray because if I were going to cook them right now, I would probably put some melted butter in the bottom because I'm going to put some melted butter and spices on the top. But I'm going to get these ready and then just cook them just before I leave to go to the party. So I'm not going to, I don't want to put butter there now because then they'll get soggy. So I just put a little spray so that they don't stick. You just bring it up, pinch it, and put it in the pan. We'll do a couple more, and then I'll do a lot of them off camera so you don't have to watch. Remember, you put the flat side up. Put your piece of cheese on it. And then start stretching that dough up around the meatball. So simple. And when these are finished, when they're ready to go in the oven, we're going to put a little melted butter with some spices, some Italian spice, maybe a little garlic powder. And then they'll go in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. And when you serve them, I bought a jar of pizza sauce. I think pizza sauce has a little more spiciness to it, so I thought I would use that. You probably could add other things inside here. Maybe you could do some, oh, I don't know, maybe some, how about some ricotta cheese mixture? Or some pepperoni, chopped up pepperoni. And we'll get done with one. This is that string cheese, so we'll just get done for one of these sticks. And then I'll move on and continue wrapping. There's a lot of wrapping here. One half a meatball, and the meatballs have been thawed. Obviously. They are already cooked, so we don't have to worry about that. So you're really only putting these in the oven to cook up the dough and melt that cheese that's inside. It's easy dough to work with. And how bad could it be with something wrapped in a biscuit? Two more in this batch. It said to cut the cheese in, I think the recipe originally called for 10 pieces. I think I got 9. Oops, and I'm talking away and forgot to put it in there. There we go. I got 9, so as long as it's a reasonable piece that's not so big you can't get this up over. Alright, I'm going to cut another cheese. She says laughingly because my hands are now, I gotta get a paper towel. My hands are now slippery from the dough. Well, this may be the hardest part of the whole thing. Here we go. And I'm just using my little knife. Oh, I think I got 8. I have plenty of cheese, so I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to continue on and fill up the pans, and I'll show you what they look like when they get all filled up. And I'm going to wait and put them in the refrigerator, put the top on a little later, and we'll cook them this afternoon just before we go. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, here we are. They're all ready. I'm going to put a piece of plastic wrap over the 2 pans and just set them in the refrigerator for a little while. And about an hour before we're getting ready to leave, I will put them in a preheated oven, or get them ready to go in a preheated oven, and then cook them for 25 minutes. And that way you've got them pretty well freshly out of the oven when you get them there. They will cool, obviously, but that won't make a bit of difference. They'll still taste good. There we go. These 2 pans are ready to set in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half or so. I wanted to show you, I forgot to show you the bag that I got, the meatballs. These are the meatballs I got. They were Armour original meatballs. And I think I had 2 left over. So they worked out well. And I showed you the cheese sticks already. Okay, so I just checked the ice cream, and it's not quite thick enough to take out and put the fruit in yet. So I'll be back in a little bit, probably another half hour, and then we'll get that ready and in the pie shell. I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Okay, here we are back, and we're ready to add the fruit. This is nice and thick. What I did is opened a can of mandarin oranges and drained them, and then I have some still in the can here. Those that are in here I have kind of cut a little bit with my kitchen shears, just so they will make a better spread out a little bit more. And you can see this is very thick. It was almost set, but it'll set again. So now we'll take our pie crust I have to apologize. The first part of this video, where I was originally making this, for some reason, get this over here where you can see it, for some reason it got recorded in double time. I don't have a clue. It didn't record any sound, and it recorded in double time. So my video editing program, I'm able to slow the clip down so you'll be able to at least understand what it is that I'm doing. And I'm going to try to do a voiceover so that we can see and hear. I'm just going to put a few around the top here for a little decoration. And then tomorrow, or when I cut it, we can use some Cool Whip. And there we go. Now we'll put this in the refrigerator and let it set till it gets nice and firm, and we'll have an ice cream pie. So I'll see you when it's nice and ready, and we'll try a piece. See you in a bit. Well, here we are. They're ready to roll, stacked on the plate. I have the pizza sauce in the little dish. They're nice and browned up. They had some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and Parmesan cheese put on them before they were put in the oven. Toothpicks to pick them up with. We're off to the races. Talk to you later. Well, here we are. We're home. It was a nice evening. Didn't win anything. And I just wanted to share with you the end results of our ice cream pie. And I think even though it's for tomorrow's dessert, it really is necessary to taste this to see if it's actually any good. As you can see, it sets up lovely. And you can see the little pieces of oranges. Let's give it a taste. It's a creamsicle all the way through. Vanilla ice cream, orange Jello. I put a little dollop of whipped cream on it. It's a great, great dessert. So easy. I'm going to really quickly go through it for you one more time because of the messed up video. It is 1 package of orange Jello dissolved in 1 1/4 cups of boiling water, to which you add 1 pint of vanilla ice cream, and let it set up a little bit. Then you can add whatever fruit you want to it. Put it in a graham cracker crust and let it get nice and firm, and then cut and enjoy. Blueberry Jello with fresh blueberries, strawberry Jello with fresh strawberries, all kinds of different things you could use for your flavorings. So that's it for this video. It's a little bit messed up and I do apologize, but I think you can get the idea that these are really easy and quick in very few ingredients in either of these recipes. Just for a little kick at the end of this video, with their permission, I'm going to share some of the pretty hats that some of the ladies were wearing tonight. So enjoy, and I'll see you back again shortly. Bye-bye. Play nice now.